وسهلا بكل الذين ينضموا للاستماع إلى راديو بلدي أول راديو عربي أمريكي ويعنى بقضايا العرب في المهجر. برامجنا في راديو بلدي كل يوم جمعة من 8 وحتى 9 صباحا مع ليلى الحسيني في بث حي ومباشر وعبر WNZK راديو 690 AM. صباح الخير بلدي، صباح الخير لكل مستمعينا.
Welcome to Radio Baladi, the first Arab, Middle Eastern, and American simulcast radio show. Radio Baladi is broadcast every Friday morning on WNZK 690 AM from 8 until 9 Eastern Time on Good Morning Michigan with Layla Al-Husseini. Our call-in number 248-557-3300. And now, stay tuned for the best radio talk show on Arab and American issues with your host, Layla Al-Husseini.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Michigan of the U.S. Arab Radio, the most important ethnic radio serving the Middle Eastern community in North America. My name is Khalil Hashim. I'm the editor of Michigan.com, an online magazine serving the Middle Eastern communities in Michigan. I'm also a real estate agent. If you need to buy, sell homes, or any other properties, please give me a call at 313-819-0101. Thanks again for being with us. Today is Friday, October 23rd. The weather is cool and it's getting cooler. We are expecting rain for tomorrow and fortunately for Halloween night. I feel sorry for the children. They wait for this night the whole year and then it's going to be raining. Hopefully it won't be as bad as other nights before. And hopefully a little bit warm for them to go around and do their trick-or-treating. The number here is 248-557-3300. We thank you for being with us, and if you have any questions or something on your mind, please do not hesitate to call us. 248-557-3300. We have an exciting program for you today. As you well know, there is going to be elections for local elections on Tuesday. That is this coming Tuesday, November. Is it going to be 3rd? I believe so. And we have some wonderful candidates running for elections. As you well know, our community is doing better every year. Hopefully, we're optimistic about their participation. We have talked about this before. And the fact that election is something very important for us to get involved in. You don't vote, nobody cares about you. You don't vote, nobody knows about you. And I'm talking about nobody means that the power to be. Because this is what political participation is. This is what people really show you that, show who you are, show the community. And we're expecting... We asked that some of the candidates give us a call and let us know who they are and introduce themselves to the voters. We have in Dearborn Heights a few candidates. We have in other cities, I believe Sterling Heights and other places we have candidates. Hopefully they're going to call us. And is that alarm blinking or?
Let's see. Yeah, it's like something not to.
Yeah. It's okay and. Good morning, Dave. Is that Dave?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Khalil.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you? And thank you so much for being with us. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Dave Abdallah. That's how a lot of you guys may know me through real estate with Century 21. But my legal name is Wasim Abdallah, and therefore on the ballot I'll be Wasim Abdallah. So Wasim Abdallah running for city council in the city of Dearborn Heights.
Okay, and tell us a little bit more about why you wanted to run for office.
Well, one of the things that I decided, I've been living in the city for about 15 years, I've been selling in the city, doing business in the city for about 30 years, and I felt that there were some challenges in the city that I felt that I could contribute to. Amongst them, things financial. My background is in finance. I have a degree in finance and a degree in marketing. There were some financial issues with the city that I felt if I got on the city council, I could do some help with.
Okay.
In addition to that, there's some other things that I'd like to see changed. Like, for example, there's a 4-day work week that they have at City Hall that I personally don't think is a good thing for the residents of Dearborn Heights. Since a lot of times people may have things that they need to do at City Hall on Fridays. And unfortunately, at this particular point, it's closed. So that's one of the other changes I'd like to see. And also, in addition to that, giving back to the community that I live in. I think we all have an obligation to give back, and this is one of the things I'd like to do.
Okay. And the polls will open at, is it 7 o'clock?
They're open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m.
8 p.m., okay.
Mm-hmm. And also people can vote via absentee ballot still. They cannot mail them in any longer, but they can go in to City Hall, the city clerk's office, and fill out a ballot if they are not able to be there on Tuesday.
Sounds good. And this last question, I ask that to everybody. Why should people vote for you?
Okay, that's an excellent question. Well, I've been blessed and fortunate to have helped and been involved with a lot of organizations over the years in the community. And for those that have worked with me, amongst them yourself, Khalil,
yes,
know that I give not 100%, I give 1,000% for anything that I join. So
absolutely.
that's something that they'll definitely get out of me is full effort. And the reason they get full effort is because I really care about the community. I really care about making the community better. And I really care about doing things for specifically the Arab American community, specifically, and then as a whole, the total city citizens.
Absolutely. And I had the pleasure of working with you at one of the organizations, and I can testify to that. And we wish you luck that day. You've been in the community for a long time, and you've been serving this community for a long time. Anything else you would like to share with voters?
Well, the only thing I'd like to share, this being an Arab American program, is I would love to see a lot of the Arab American constituents, citizens, and voters get out and vote this year. It is sad and unfortunate that every single year in the city of Dearborn Heights, the turnout amongst Arab American voters has been very, very low. Last year, from what I understand, it's somewhere in the 600 people range, 600, 650 or something along that line. I really don't think that's right amount of turnout that we need in order to be able to get people in place that are going to be able to look for our interests. So there's from what I understand, over 7,000 registered voters that are of Arab American descent in Dearborn Heights. If only 600 and something to go, I just think we could be a lot stronger than that. And unfortunately, a lot of times people rely on others. I'm not going to go. I'm sure somebody else will go. My vote doesn't count. Well, the reality is every single vote counts. And also, it's a given right. This is a right that we have in the United States that we should advantage of.
Absolutely.
In the Middle East, a lot of us come from the Middle East. These are countries where our vote does not count.
Exactly.
But this country, it does count. So we should try to make a difference instead of saying, why is this happening? Why did that happen in the city? This is where you make a difference in voting. Even if they voted for somebody else, I would still be honored that they went out and voted, that I made a difference in their lives to make them go out and vote, and that's the most important thing is that will vote.
Absolutely. 7,000 registered voters doesn't sound like, it sounds like that number should be much higher considering the percentage of Middle Easterns that live in Dearborn Heights.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's unfortunate that we don't have that larger number and more participation, which is too late to register for this particular election, but we hope
Correct.
that people would register and, participate, and your vote does count. We all still remember the election of Judge David Turfey. I think he lost on is it one vote or a few votes or something?
I think like 5 votes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, one vote. One vote does make a difference. So if you really have a candidate you want him to be on the city council or any other post, don't think that, it's only one vote. No, one vote counts.
Absolutely.
And you need to be there, and you need to take the time to do it. And as Dave mentioned, you can do it now. You can go to the city and vote now, which is absentee ballot. You can just let them know that you can't vote that day for whatever reason it is, or you can go to vote on Tuesday. I take my family and make it a family event, and I take my family and we all go, and my children are so excited about it, and I hope that our cities do more for the children, when they go there. They used to get those stickers and put them on, and now they don't even give you stickers, and you're lucky if you get a smile out of them. But I hope that, cities will do more to encourage citizens to vote. In other countries, people stand in line and get killed on the way to vote, and here we have that right. We should really take advantage of it. Dave, I really want to thank you for calling and being with us. I want to wish you good luck, and if anybody wants to get in touch with you, what's the number?
They could contact they could contact me at my office. That'd be fine. 313-203-8209. 313-203-8209.
Again, Dave Abdullah Wasim Abdullah is running for City Council in Dearborn Heights, and I urge you to vote, as he said. Just go out and vote, and this is something very important. And we want to thank you so much for calling. Any final notes?
No, just want to say, you know what, when you go out and vote, this is how you show your love for this great country. This is a great country that we all live in. This is a great country that we're all raising our kids in, and we all say we love it. This is how you show you love it, by going out there and vote, because that's one of the biggest given rights that we are given in this country, and that's our way of proving that we love this country, by going out there and voting. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much, and good luck to you. Good luck to you on Tuesday. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No problems. Bye now. Bye-bye. Again, voting is very, very important, and I can't stress that. I've written about elections for 13 years at 3 different newspapers in Florida and Texas and in Michigan. I used to write for the Ann Arbor News before it closed, and you see how communities use voting to make a mark, specifically immigrant communities. This is something that I cannot stress enough. I know that we come from countries where it really, or some of us, or most of us, come from countries where our votes really, don't count. It really doesn't matter who you vote for. It's already pre-decided who's going to be in charge. This is different. You have the chance, and you have the opportunity to make a difference. You have the opportunity to select your representatives. This is why it's called a representative system. This is why it's called, this is the form of government you set up and you take down. And what I mean by take down, not violently, but take down through democracy, through votes, through voting. And, I'm sure there are other candidates running for office, and as we did last time, we were hoping that most of them would call us, and we hope that they would call us so we can hear from them out of fairness to everyone. And there are several people running for office there, and I think it is at large, so people with the most votes will win and be on the city council. These are the people who are making decisions on the money that you're giving the city. These are the people who are making decisions on how the money is spent. We pay taxes. We pay, if you own a home or if you rent, if you live in this city, you pay in taxes. Those taxes, at an average of $2,000 maybe a year, maybe $25,000, depending on what kind of home you own. I'm just going by $100,000 home. So your taxes are about that much. And that $2,000, $3,000, you're giving it to the city. The city uses that money to provide services such as police, fire. You give money to schools. You give money to, roads, all of that. This is, you're employing the city to do these services for you. And it's important that you employ the right people. And this is what election is. It's about employing the people who are going to use your money. So what you're doing tomorrow is you're selecting and you're hiring someone to really run your money and run your affairs and make sure you're safe and make sure that your home is safe in case there is a fire, and make sure that the roads are right, and make sure that the garbage is picked up on time and at a right price. And this is what you're doing on Tuesday. This is not a game for politicians. You're selecting, on the local level at least, you're selecting the people who would run your affairs. We're going to be talking more about this in the next 15 minutes, and right now we're going to take a short break. Please stay tuned.
It's never too early to get your child on the right track. From their first words to first grade, Dreamy Children's Center in Troy works closely with parents to provide an experience that goes beyond early education. The highly qualified and experienced staff use a variety of programs that can help nurture important personality traits like responsibility, independence, problem solving, motivation, and respect. They also have educational programs ranging from preschooling for infants, toddlers, transitional toddlers, and pre-K to Montessori-approved programs and bilingual curriculums for young children. They're open from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., can provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner with snacks in between, and can also arrange for after-school pickup. Dreamy Children's Center in Troy is located at 37373 DeQuinder, just above 16 Mile Road, and can be found on Facebook at Dreamy Children's Center. Ask about the free preschool program. Call today, 248-680-9170, 248-680-9170. Are you going to start up a restaurant or a grocery store soon? Do you need floor plans and designs? Call Najee Abood, 248-442-9292. Do you want to buy kitchen and restaurant equipment at discount prices? Call Najee Abood now, 248-442-9292. New Concept Products and Designs, the trademark of kitchen equipment. 5% discount on all purchases of $75,000 or more. For more information, visit newconceptproducts.com. 248-442-9292. Life for Relief and Development is a nonprofit charity that has been providing humanitarian aid and development to people and communities regardless of race, color, religion, or cultural background for over 22 years. When disaster occurs here or around the world, Life rushes to provide food, medical aid, and shelter to those in need. Life also has development projects that provide medical relief, water purification, educational programs, relief for orphans, and much more. Your help and support can greatly improve these efforts. All donations are tax deductible. For more information, please visit our website at lifeusa.org or call 248-424-7493. That's lifeusa.org, 248-424-7493.
Jumana K-Ruse. You've seen her images on giant billboards across the metro. Jumana K-Ruse. You've seen her images on buses across the city. Now get to know Jumana K-Ruse.
Most people who sit in my office across from my desk are hurting on so many levels. One thing people do not know about medical malpractice is that the statute of limitation, meaning the time that you have to bring suit against a doctor, a hospital, is 2 years. In medical malpractice, that's a very, very short period of time. Not every lawyer is an advocate, but every lawyer should be an advocate.
Let Jumana K-Ruse protect your rights. Call the law offices of Jumana K-Ruse at 1-866-YOUR-RIGHTS, extension 100, or visit yourrights.com.
Welcome back, and thank you for being with us. This is Khalil Hashim with Radio Baladi. The number is 248-557-3300. Before we went on break, we heard from Dave Abdallah, Dave Wasim Abdallah. He's running for City Council in Dearborn Heights. Last week, we announced that in the first half hour of today's show, we'll be taking calls, any of the candidates running in any local elections. Would like to call us and tell us why they're running and why should people vote for them. We welcome their calls, and so we welcome your calls today from now till 8:30. If you have any questions, if you want to talk about any other issue, please give us a call, 248-557-3300. Before we continue, and I want to return a little bit to the election, but before we do that, I want to take a few minutes or maybe a few seconds to present our condolences to the community, to the Berry family on the passing of an important, a prominent Lebanese American lawyer, Mike Berry, and he's Mike Berry. That is, he's one of the pillars of the legal and the Middle Eastern communities in Michigan. He passed away Saturday, I believe. He was 95. And he was a great man. He worked very hard and was, I believe, one of the first Muslim lawyers to practice law in the state of Michigan. I don't have that verified, but that's what I've read. And he's the namesake of the Michael Berry Career Center in Dearborn Heights and the former Berry Terminal, International Terminal, that closed in 2008 at Detroit Metro Metropolitan Airport. I've had the honor of talking to him several times. He was a great man, and he will be sorely missed. He did pave the way for many professionals and leaders in our community and was a lighthouse for success and determination. We will miss him, and we ask the Lord to bless him and bless his family bless his family to cope with their loss. We will miss you, Michael Berry, and may God bless you. I want to go back to elections. Again, this is your chance to hire, and I want to repeat the word, to hire the right people to run your cities, to run your affairs. You know, if you want to hire somebody, you want to make sure that they have the right credentials. And if you're hiring the wrong person, they're going to run your affairs the wrong way. You cannot complain if you don't vote. You do not complain if you don't do your homework. You know, don't vote for someone because, you like his name or you like his from your close to your family, whatever it is. This is not the reason why to vote for someone. Vote for the right people. First, you have to vote. You have to be out there. You have to go out there and vote. Second, vote for the right person for the job. This is what really makes good cities. I have covered a host of cities, more than 10, 15 different cities nationwide. And the difference in how cities are well run, successful, attracting residents, attracting businesses, is the people that run them, the city council. You know, the city council is very important. That's an important body. And this is your chance to hire. Again, I want to continue saying, using the term hire. You're hiring the people that's going to run your affairs. It's your money. It's your safety. It's your children. It's your family. These are the people going to keep you safe. And it all adds up, because if the police department, if the fire department is not run well, that's going to affect your livelihood, the way you live, the insurance on your home, and if the garbage is not picked up on time, then the value of your home is going to go down. So it's an investment, and this is what you're doing on Tuesday. You are hiring someone to run your investment and to make sure that you're safe. This is what elections is in this country. These are called representatives. They represent you. They represent you on the city council. If you're voting for someone in Lansing, they represent you in Lansing. And if you're voting for someone in Washington, they represent us in Washington. We are hiring these people. These people work for us. And that's what you're doing on Tuesday. Please do not hesitate. If you are registered to vote, go and vote on Tuesday. I don't care who you vote for. Vote. Participate. And if you vote, please make the right selection. Do we have a caller? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Khalil Hashim. Jerry Habba with you.
Jerry, good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you, sir. Good. Mr. Khalil Hashim, you said something last week, and I respect you for that, when you said when we mention, we encourage the Arab, Chaldean, American to go there and to vote for the people who they represent them, or to be the fresh blood on the city council. If it is Dearborn or Dearborn Heights, or if it is Sterling Heights, Madison Heights, Warren, we are all one great state through one great nation, the United States of America. You said it doesn't matter to vote for Arab, American, or Chaldean. We could vote for anybody as long as they carry a good message.
Absolutely.
A good agenda.
Yep.
If he is a Polish, and if he is Asian, and if he's Chinese, and if he is Mexican, he is Chaldean, Assyrian, we look to the agenda. What kind of proposal he gonna write? What kind of service gonna give the citizen of the great state of Michigan through our cities, our communities? And absolutely, Mr. Khalil Hashim, every vote, it counts don't say to me, "Oh, my vote, it doesn't matter."
Absolutely.
No, it could be the difference in a few votes. You remember, Mr. Khalil Hashim, the honorable judge, I believe, Mr. Tarfa.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier. Yeah, Judge Tarfa lost on one vote.
With our respectable lawyer, Jumana Kairouz and Ms. Layla Al-Husseini, when he said, in a few numbers only, he lost, but he tried again, and he didn't give up. So I encourage all the Arab American and the Chaldean and the communities to encourage them. Go for it.
Absolutely.
Go to the vote.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Mr. Khalil Hashim.
Thank you so much for calling us.
Oh, Mr. Khalil Hashim, by the way.
Yes.
The three ladies in the great United Sterling Heights, I call it the new United Sterling Heights, because right now it proves the city there's a love between everybody, Arab, Chaldean, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, Italian. Yes, they are one community. There are three young ladies.
Sounds good.
Unfortunately, I didn't hear none of them call yet, but I sent a message through some friends to encourage them. So maybe
the number here. Let me repeat the number. The number here is 248-557-3300. 248-557-3300. And if they don't call us, within a few minutes, we're going to have to move on to a different segment. But yes,
one of the young ladies, I do remember her name, Sana Elias.
Okay.
Sana Elias.
Sounds good.
So Miss Elias, if you heard Khalil Hashim, please give him a call.
Within the next 3 minutes, please give us a call. And if we don't hear from you, Miss Elias, good luck to you. And we wish you the best. Thank you, Jerry.
Hashim, thank you for your
Absolutely.
service.
Bye now. That's okay. Yeah. We have another call? Yes. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Khalil.
Good morning. Thank you so much for calling.
Zuhair Abdul Haq.
Yeah, Ahlan Zuhair.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Absolutely. What's on your mind?
Nothing. I just want to talk about Dearborn Heights election.
Yes.
I've been living in Dearborn Heights for almost 23 and a half years. And I attend city council on regular basis for the last 15 years.
Wonderful.
Unfortunately, we have an election now for 3 empty seats.
Okay.
And we have 5 people running. 2 of them are incumbent. Lisa Hicks-Clayton and Ned Apigian. And we have Dave Abdullah running, Ray Muscat, Troy Brown, Lisa, and Ned Apigian.
Okay.
Unfortunately, one person, he's incumbent, Ned Apigian, for the last 5 years he's been in the city council. Unfortunately, he got elected twice by a very small margin. And he does nothing on the city council. He sits there. He doesn't read the packet which is given to him to see the incoming business on the city council. Sometimes he sleeps while he's sitting on the city council.
Well, he's not on the line to defend himself, so.
Oh, I wish he comes on the line.
That's okay. That's okay. What we want to do is we want to talk about the election in general instead of passing any accusations against.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Because he's not with us to really defend himself.
I just
want
our people to be aware that they should pick the right people because there are huge issues coming up in Dearborn Heights.
Absolutely.
There are bonds for the schools, around $50 million. There is increase in water rates and increase in different millages. And if they put the same people who have done nothing, which I call the 7 of them, who have done nothing for the people in the last 4 years, they will put the wrong people in. So I encourage our people to come in and vote heavily for the right people, the people who have the experience,
absolutely,
who have the knowledge,
absolutely,
who have the education, and who are interested in the issues of the city.
Absolutely.
Because the flood which happened in our city year after year after year, and the disaster which happened last year, if you recall, the streets were like war zone after the flood happened.
Yep.
And nobody got reimbursed for anything. The city didn't solve the problem, and the city council didn't force the administration to address the issue.
So basically what we want to do is we want to urge people to vote and make a change.
Oh, absolutely. There are great people on the city council right now running, and I hope, we'll see the change. We need the change. We need different people. We need honest people who are interested in our issues, interested in the community, and they are invested in the community.
Thank you, Zuhair. I appreciate it because we're running out of time. And again, I join your voice. Please go out and vote. And I don't care who you vote for. Just go out and vote and participate. Thank you, Zuhair.
Thank you.
Bye now. We're going to go into a short break. We'll be right back.
Ziyad brand. Quality products from our family to yours. Ziyad Brothers Importing offers the finest quality products, including brands like Sultan, Kraft, Nestle, Hook, Rico Picon, Donna, and many more. Ask your retailer to carry these fine products because you deserve the very best. For more information, visit our website at www.ziyad.com. That's www.ziyad.com. Ziyad, quality products from our family to yours.
Jumana K-Ruse. You've seen her images on giant billboards across the metro. Jumana K-Ruse. You've seen her images on buses across the city. Now get to know Jumana K-Ruse.
Most people who sit in my office across from my desk are hurting on so many levels. One thing people do not know about medical malpractice is that the statute of limitation, meaning the time that you have to bring suit against a doctor, a hospital, is 2 years. In medical malpractice, that's a very short period of time. Not every lawyer is an advocate, but every lawyer should be an advocate.
Let Jumana K-Ruse protect your rights. Call the law offices of Jumana K-Ruse at 1-866-YOUR-RIGHTS, extension 100, or visit yourrights.com.
It's never too early to get your child on the right track. From their first words to first grade, Dreamy Children's Center in Troy works closely with parents to provide an experience that goes beyond early education. The highly qualified and experienced staff use a variety of programs that can help nurture important personality traits like responsibility, independence, problem solving, motivation, and respect. They also have educational programs ranging from preschooling for infants, toddlers, transitional toddlers, and pre-K to Montessori-approved programs and bilingual curriculums for young children. They're open from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., can provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner with snacks in between, and can also arrange for after-school pickup. Dreamy Children's Center in Troy is located at 37373 DeQuinder, just above 16 Mile Road, and can be found on Facebook at Dreamy Children's Center. Ask about the free preschool program. Call today, 248-680-9170, 248-680-9170. Are you going to start up a restaurant or a grocery store soon? Do you need floor plans and designs? Call Najee Abood at 248-442-9292. Do you want to buy kitchen and restaurant equipment at discount prices? Call Najee Abood now, 248-442-9292. New Concept Products and Designs, the trademark of kitchen equipment. 5% discount on all purchases of $75,000 or more. For more information, visit newconceptproducts.com. 248-442-9292.
Welcome back, and thank you for being with us. This is Khalil Hashem with Radio Baladi. Good morning, Michigan. Now we're going to move into a different segment and a very exciting news. The founder of this great radio, US Arab Radio, Laila Al-Husni, has been selected as the 2015 Businesswoman of the Year by a great organization, the Arab American Businesswoman Women Business Council, and she will be recognized next month. This is a great honor, and we congratulate Laila on this wonderful award. With us this morning is Renee Ai. She's the CEO of this wonderful organization. Good morning, Renee.
Well, good morning, Khalil. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, well, thank you for the invitation. We are very excited about this selection, and we're delighted that the committee saw the value in this to award Layla this. We consider it a great honor.
Absolutely.
She follows in the footsteps of some wonderful Arab American women in our community.
And how did the selection take place? And before we do that, tell us a little bit about the organization, please.
Absolutely. The Arab American Women's Business Council was founded in 2007 by 3 local women. One of them is Jumana Jude, one of our leaders, Rose Khalifa, another one of our leaders, and I'm proud to say myself, because there was a need in our community to help Arab American women in business, Arab American women who want to go into business, and those who want to enter the professions.
Absolutely.
And there were not resources for them. So what the AAWBC provides is an opportunity to network, not only with other Arab American women, which is also a very valuable asset and thing that we provide, but it allows them to network with other people, other business people in the community. We provide professional development type of programs, like how to organize your digital files, social media, how do you manage your business in social media, how do you mentor so that you as a professional get something from it as well as the mentee. Different programs that we have put on over the last several years bring women together, provide them the resources, and we want to partner with other organizations that provide micro-funding like the Access Growth Center, like the Michigan Women's Foundation, and other organizations. So we are very excited about the work that we do. We are unique. We believe in the state, of course, but certainly in the country we haven't found another women's business organization like the AAWBC.
Wonderful.
And one of the wonderful things that we do is provide recognition to our Arab American women who have worked so hard to establish successful businesses.
Absolutely. So why Layla?
Well, I have to say that I have been impressed with Layla since I've met her years ago. She conceived and she grew U.S. Arab Radio. She's just celebrated her 10th anniversary. And she provides a voice for our Arab American community that is not heard elsewhere. She is also an advocate for Arab Americans in journalism, because our voice is not often heard in the mainstream media.
Absolutely.
And so she has offered us this opportunity to hear new voices, hear experts, by listening to some of the people who you have on your show, whom Layla has on her show and Dr. Khamis has on her show. We're learning about the Arab American experts around the country and around the world in various fields. And we owe that to Layla's vision. And it is one of the most successful and influential ethnic radio stations in our community around the country.
Wonderful. We congratulate Layla on this wonderful honor, and thank you for the selection. And if people want to get in touch with you in regard to the organization, could you give us some either a phone number or how they can reach you?
Absolutely. Khalil, we're having the 9th annual networking breakfast next Thursday, November 5th, at Biblos Banquets on Chase Road in Dearborn. It's at that breakfast that we will hear the inspiring story of Miss Teresa Ghaffari, who is the CEO of G-Tech Services, a wonderful organization that helps to place people in the technology fields, the computer fields, into jobs that are rewarding. And we are also going to honor Layla as the 2015 Arab American Businesswoman of the Year. If people want to buy tickets, we still have them available. They can register to attend this event at www.aawbc.org.
Wonderful.
And that is it's the easiest way to learn more about the AAWBC.
Could you repeat that one more time, please?
Yes, of course. www.aawbc.org.
Wonderful. And then we will have that info on our website as well, and we'll have it at michigan.com as well for people to really, get some information. And the breakfast starts at what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and that's on November 8th.
No, November 5th.
November 5th, I'm sorry. That's November 5th, Thursday at Biblos in Dearborn. Renee, we want to thank you so much. Renee is one of the hardest working leaders in our community, and she's an amazing woman, and hopefully we can return and we can talk more about all the wonderful things you've done in your life as well. So,
aren't you kind? Thank you, Khalil, and I welcome all of our listeners to visit with us, to visit aawbc.org to learn more about us. And we are looking to expand our organization as well. We know that there are women like Layla out in the community toiling every single day that could use the support and the resources that the AAWBC provides.
Absolutely.
So we'd love to have them as members, and if they show up at our breakfast, I would love them to come and introduce themselves to me personally.
Thank you. Thanks, Renee.
Thank you, Khalil.
Appreciate
the opportunity to talk about Layla.
Okay.
All right.
Bye now. And we want to say again our congratulations to Layla on this wonderful, wonderful award. It's well deserved. This is a great honor from a great and well-respected organization, women organization in our community. It is one of the few organizations that does that serves women in a really great capacity. It's a well-respected organization, and Layla deserves that honor. We want to say congratulations again, and we are so proud of all your accomplishments, Layla. As we wait to hear from Dr. Suwan, we're going to be talking today about stress. What I like to do, if possible, is to first, very briefly, wish you happy Halloween. And we put on our website safety tips for Halloween, in which we can, have all wonderful and safe Halloween, regardless of what kind of weather it is. But safety is paramount. So we hope that that you practice safety and you have a safe Halloween trick-or-treating with the kids and everyone. We're going to go into a short break, and then we'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
قشات ميديترينيان ماركت بإدارة سهر قشات وأولاده يرحبون بالجالية العربية والكلدانية. جميع أنواع المواد الغذائية، البان طازجة، الكرزات والبهارات الطازجة. داخل الأسواق مطعم ميديترينيان شيش كباب يقدم يوميا جميع أنواع الكباب، المقبلات العربية العراقية وصواني الكامبو المميزة. تفتح الأسواق من 8 إلى 9 مساء من الاثنين وحتى السبت، ومن 8 صباحا إلى 9 مساء يوم الأحد. تقع الأسواق على 32839 نورث ويسترن هايوي في مدينة فارمينغتون هيلز. لحوم حلال للجالية الإسلامية. لطلباتكم من المطعم كول 248-538-7855. That is 248-538-7855. قشة ميديترينيان ماركت، خدمة متميزة ومعاملة راقية.
مسافر وحدك وفايتني.
أمتي ترافل للسياحة والسفر بإدارة نبيل الباشا تعلن عن افتتاح مكتبها الواقع على 28695 راين رود في مدينة وورن. خدمات متميزة وخبرة تفوق 20 عاما نضعها في خدمة عملائنا الكرام. مع أمتي ترافل يمكنكم حجز رحلاتكم الجوية داخل أمريكا، الوطن العربي وأنحاء العالم، إضافة إلى الأماكن السياحية والاستجمام. للحصول على أفضل العروض وأنسب الأسعار ولمزيد من المعلومات اتصلوا على الرقم 586-578-9126 586-578-9126. أمتي ترافل، عنوان للصداقة والثقة.
New Concept Products and Design
بإدارة ناجي عبود. هل تحتاج فتح مطعم؟ هل تحتاج فتح محل المواد الغذائية؟ هل تحتاج تصاميم وخرائط؟ اتصل بناجي عبود على الرقم 734-744-9796. هل تريد شراء معدات المطابخ والمطاعم وبأسعار مخفضة وتسهيلات بالدافع؟ اتصل بناجي عبود الآن على الرقم 734-744-9796. خصم 5% عند الشراء ب75,000 أو أكثر على كافة المواد. لمزيد من المعلومات زوروا موقعهم الإلكتروني على
www.newconceptproducts.com
أو زوروهم في موقعهم الجديد
31185 Schoolcraft in Livonia.
ناجي عبود، العلامة المميزة في عالم المطابخ. أسواق زمزم الواقع على 24065 أورشاد ليك في مدينة فارمington هيلز ترحب بالجالية العربية والكلدانية. تنزيلات كبيرة على عموم المواد الغذائية في يوم الأربعاء من كل أسبوع. لا تنسوا فريش كاري اوت، جميع انواع المعجنات، وايضا صواني الكمبو المشكله والصمون الحار. لحوم حلال الجاليه العربيه والاسلاميه الملحمه باداره قصاب الجاليه المعروف سلوان جربوع. زوروهم على 24065 اورشاد ليك في مدينه فارمington هيلز او اتصلوا بهم على 248-476-0300. اسواق زمزم للمذاق عنوان لجميع طلباتكم. اتصلوا على 248-476-0300. اسواق زمزم للمعامله الراقية وكرم الضيافة عنوان.
Welcome back and thank you for being with us. This is Khalil Hashim with US Arab Radio. Today is Friday and we're day before Halloween. And sometimes Halloween brings in a lot of stress. And the best person to talk about stress is with us, the talented Dr. Sawan. Dr. Sawan, good morning.
Good morning, Khalil.
How are you?
I wasn't planning to talk about, the stress that is related to Halloween.
Well, it's all stress, Dr. Sawan. It's all stress. You should see my children. They're all stressed out. What I'm going to wear, how I'm going to look, and is it going to be raining? Stress really affects every one of us in many, young, mature children. And so what's about stress?
Yeah, I want to ask you first about Halloween. So your children are doing, like Halloween customs. So what they are planning to be?
One of them wants to be a vampire, and the other one, Layla, she's 4 years old. She wants to be one of those princesses on the Disney.
Oh,
princess.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I don't. For the life of me, I don't remember which one she has decided on, or maybe she's still deciding today. So, and they're worried. We did pick up the fangs for Yusuf. He's 9, so he's already set with the cape and everything to be a vampire.
Oh, my daughter decided to be red pepper.
Okay, yeah. We take him out every Halloween, and they really enjoy it. And it's a aside from the seriousness of it, but it's a fun night, and we just take him out for trick or treating, and they love it. The problem is the next day is they're so wired up from eating all the chocolate.
Yeah, I know.
Then we are stressed out. So. And here takes us back to the issue of stress.
Okay, so stress, I think that, all of us are stressed out, at some point of our lives, or
exactly.
Maybe, most of the times, and this could be related to so many causes. Stress really, it's a non-specific response of the body to any demand or change. You can be stressed out, from any situation, so that makes you feel frustrated, angry, nervous, or worried, or even anxious. So, what could be stressful to me may not be stressful to you, and may not be stressful to somebody else. So, there are so many causes of stress, and it's different from one person to another.
Absolutely.
There are so many causes of stress, though. I mean, the most important cause of stress, I would say, in life would be, like death of loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
The second most important cause of stress is divorce. And after that will come the loss of job. I mean, the biggest stressors, I would say, the 2 Ds, the death and divorce. And after that will come the loss of job or increase in financial obligations, or sometimes even, like happy events like getting married.
Yeah.
May make people feel stressed out,
mm-hmm.
or even moving to a new home, although the new home may be better than the old home. but this could be stressful. So what I would like to tell you that stress may not be all the time associated, like with unpleasant events. It
Exactly.
could be also associated with pleasant events as well. And
so
of course,
it sounds like it's basically in how we deal with certain events, whether they're happy or unhappy. Sometimes, the way we're dealing with them, we turn on, we don't do it on purpose, but that stress thing is turned on, and it depending on our personality. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. And, remember also, like so many people may be stressed at their jobs because, remember, we put bread on the table from the job, and we want to make sure sometimes that we are perfect and we are not, like, under the risk of being terminated at any time. I mean, this is, like, extremely important because, I would say that, a job would take, like, a very important, like part of our life. And, when you are unhappy at your job or, if the workload is so heavy and you have so many responsibilities, and, I think that, we are all like, stuck, with deadlines that we have to meet and, like lots of expectations, like from, like directors or managers. So people will be stressed about that.
Sure.
And, sometimes there is poor management and, you do not know what they are expecting from you.
Mm-hmm.
Or, sometimes, there are some workers who are working, like under dangerous conditions and they are doing like maybe, like lots of physical work and they may have, like injuries or anything like that. This also, may put people under stress.
Absolutely.
And again, also being insecure and, that, I will not be advanced in my work or maybe, I could be terminated at any time. So basically, this is, this is like very important causes of stress. Adding, we can add also the discrimination. Lots of women feel discriminated against because, sometimes they have to take, some time off because of pregnancy and taking care of babies, and they may not be sure that they can go back. And so there are like so many causes of stress, and other causes could be, unrealistic expectation, like if you are juggling, so many, so many areas at home and at work, and you have to do so many things that you cannot be perfect in all of them.
So, now that we know the causes, and as you mentioned and stated eloquently, now these psychological causes, or whatever the causes are, these psychological events or elements, they can influence our health as well, not just the psychology.
Of course, there are so many effects of stress on our health. People may feel fatigued all the time. They may have headaches. We will have
high blood pressure, things like that.
Yes, of course. High blood pressure, diabetes, problems with sleeping, either like insomnia or hypersomnia, like oversleeping. The most important thing, like memory. Memory impairment, difficulty concentrating. We may have some GI problems also, like irritable bowel syndrome, and we may have like upset stomach, and also, like long-term stress may lead, to anxiety disorders and depression. And you said, you talked also about high blood pressure, maybe heart attack, maybe stroke.
Sure.
I mean, there are like so many effects.
It is serious when people say stress kills. Stress does kill. It can really affect the body. So how do we first let's say how do we prevent or manage stress, and then how do we deal with it when it strikes?
There are so many ways of dealing with stress, and I would say, as we are different when it comes to to the things that may make us being stressed, we are also different, like in treating the stress. what may treat my stress may be different than somebody else. So I would say that, the most important thing, and I would say that for everybody, it should be faith and family. Faith and family will be the most important measures to overcome, different, stress factors. And I would say that the most important thing that we need to do is to sleep well. I mean, if we do not sleep on top of the stress, this may make it worse. So I would say that we should eat well, and we should be away from, junk food and, food that may not help us, and we shouldn't overeat as well. We should get enough sleep and exercise regularly. We should limit caffeine and alcohol, and we shouldn't use nicotine or any recreational drugs. We have to learn and practice relaxation techniques like guided, like imagination and, like progressive muscle relaxation and biofeedback. Some people may find, stress relief in yoga.
The spiritual aspects,
Yeah, I think that, yoga may be very helpful. And most important thing, to take breaks from work and make sure to balance, between activities and responsibilities.
Now, when should I get to the point where, I need to see someone? I have an issue with stress, and who should I see?
I would say that, we'll never go wrong by getting help at any stage of the stress. We don't have to wait until, we have, all of these, like side effects and all of these symptoms of stress and all of the, medical conditions that may be associated with stress. I would say that we will never go wrong, by, getting help at any time. And again, I would say that the most important thing will be faith and family. We should try, to get love from our family and to love our family and love others and get help from others at the same time. And, I would say that, anything that you can do, like by hands may help. Some people may find, stress release, like in woodwork or maybe knitting or playing piano or playing an instrument. So
well, next time we need you to play some piano for us.
Yeah.
So it can help us with our stress.
Yeah, sure. It will be the next time. So, I mean, there are so many ways, of getting rid of stress, and it's different from one person to another.
Yeah. I really want to thank you so much, Dr. Sawan. The time always go by so fast with talking to you, because it's always fun, it's always enjoyable, and then you give us so much wonderful information. It's a good stress relief, hearing all this wonderful information coming from you.
And next time, Khalil, we want to talk about the difference between stress and anxiety and depression.
Absolutely.
Because, there are...
we may need more than 15 minutes to do that.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I mean, the next time we will talk about the difference between depression, anxiety, and stress.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being with us. And you have a wonderful, wonderful, safe, stress-free Halloween. And I want to thank you for being with us, Dr. Sawan.
Thank you so much.
Bye now. And for everybody, again, this has been a wonderful hour being with you. And have a safe Halloween. Enjoy yourselves. Live and let be, and let go, and don't worry about it. And life is short. Enjoy it. Thanks again. This is Khalil Hashem. Bye now.